Hello, I am Dr. Darnita L. Payden, and my purpose is to educate, encourage, and enlighten. Thank you so much for taking the time to stop by my channel today. I am so grateful that you are here. Today, we are going to talk about how to help your spouse get organized in 3 simple steps. First of all, I am surprised by how many people have never had the conversation. How many couples have never taken the time to sit down and talk about how they have a desire for their shared home to be. They haven't shared their desires or their wants. That surprises me. So that should give you a hint for the first step, which is to talk about it. I want you to keep in mind, however, that this is a two-way conversation. This is not you saying, look, this is what I want you to do, and this is how it's going to be. No, we want to talk to your spouse as an adult, and we want to make sure that we are compassionate and compromised, and that grace abounds while we're talking about how we want our shared home to be. I want you to remember that you are not their parent, no, or the expert in the house, unless you are. So again, keep in mind that this is a conversation with a specific goal. I want you to remember that you're not going to speak in blaming or berating tones, because tone matters. Remember, we're trying to get something done. We're trying to bring you two together for that organized house. And it's funny to me because I often hear from people, well, he should know, or she sees what I do, so why can't she just do it? Or, well, why doesn't he or she just do it? Well, let's put that to the back, because obviously that hasn't worked and it's time to try something new. The first mistake is assuming that someone knows what we think or how we feel or how we want things done. So our goal in first talking about it is to share that, right? And I want you to make sure that you don't hold your spouse accountable for what he or she doesn't know. If you've never told them your desires, if you've never shared your feelings, if you've never shared your thoughts, they don't know. And what I'm talking about is having a specific conversation. This is the time where details matter. I want you to have a specific conversation with your spouse in great detail. If you want to come with notes, do that. I'd like to see this, or I'd like to see that. And right now it's a one-sided conversation because you're saying what you want, but you're going to bring your spouse in so that it's a two-way conversation, and you're going to put on your listening ears to make sure that you're listening to what they have to say as well. So you could say something like this. This is how I would like for our refrigerator to look, or this is how I would like for us to keep our desk areas, because we're sharing a desk, or if I'm on a Zoom or working with someone, they can see your desk as well. So would you help me? And that question is super important. You want to make sure that you include your spouse in this. Again, it's a two-way conversation. So that question, so would you help me? And be excited about it. Like, yes, I really want your help in keeping our home organized. And then you could also say, after you've gotten to that point, well, the reason I'm asking you this is because I feel, and then you would fill in whatever emotion it is. I feel angry. I feel disrespected. I feel dismissed, frustrated. I feel overwhelmed. I feel mad or sad when, and then you fill in the blank for a very specific thing. This is not the time to have the litany of reasons that your spouse irritates you. That's not what we're talking about. You want to be very specific. I feel this way when our refrigerator or desk area is disorganized, or I feel this way when you leave your clothes at the front door. I feel this way when you leave dirty dishes in the sink and the dishwasher is right there, or I've just finished washing the dishes. So you want to be very, very specific on what you're talking about. And don't come with every issue, maybe your top 3 to get started, because you don't want either of you to feel overwhelmed, and you don't want your spouse to tune you out. And just be very clear, very specific, use pleasant tones when you're talking, because you're trying to get to that end goal of helping your spouse be more organized. And I want you to remember, though, even though you're sharing your feelings, we are in control of our feelings and how we react to someone else. So I just gave you a list of emotions where you could say, this makes me feel. And you notice I didn't say you make me feel. So we're not blaming the spouse for how we feel, because we're responsible for our own emotions. Our spouse can't make us feel a certain way. Some actions they have, we react a certain way. I feel sad, I feel mad, I feel dismissed. So you want to make sure that you're very clear on owning your own emotions in this. And like I said, be very, very specific and give examples. This is not the time to be general by saying, I want a clean house, or I want everything to be organized, because that means different things to different people. Does that make sense? Okay, so that is step one. You are going to talk about it. Thank you so much for taking the time to stop by my channel today. I am so grateful that you are here. Before you leave, please give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment, and share with at least 5 people you know. Thank you again. And if no one has told you today how awesome you are, I want you to know that you are absolutely, positively awesome. Take care. God bless. Bye.